Dee dee bee dee bop ba da. Welcome to Dispensary Defender School. I'm your host, Shay Gunther, and I'm back with another look at how you can use Dispensary Defender to learn all the important information you need to know in order to make the best decision that you can when it comes to either building a legal marijuana dispensary or buying an existing shop or chain of shops. The last time we dove into the Defender, I took a look at how things stood in an address in the city of Chicago, Illinois, which has had a well-established and thriving legal marijuana industry for a good while now. That's one of the three main ways that our customers are using Dispensary Defender, either to evaluate a specific particular location to open up a shop, to find a place to open up a new dispensary in a general area, or to analyze how an already open store is doing in terms of its local demand and customer demographics. Today, we're going to jump into a state that does not yet have legal dispensaries open to see what we can learn. In this imagined scenario, we're hopeful cannabis entrepreneurs from North Carolina, which is currently in the process of legalizing medical cannabis, and we are searching for a good spot to open up one of our first legal stores. And like we did last time, we're going to see how much relevant and valuable information we can grab in just 60 seconds. So we'll be pulling up the clock again here shortly. We're going to start our exploration of North Carolina in the Chapel Hill area, where I actually lived for a few years way back in the day. Chapel Hill is a great town and home to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. It's also part of the greater Raleigh-Durham Triangle region, so there's a lot going on with businesses and sports and arts and entertainment and fun stuff like that. So you know there's a good amount of demand for marijuana. Speaking of demand, before we start the clock, I just want to quickly show off one of the cooler features of the Dispensary Defender, because when you move around the map with the demand option open, zooming in and out as you go, the Defender updates the demand stats for whatever area is showing up on the screen. That's especially handy for the general browsing of an area. Okay, let's see what we can grab in just 60 seconds. We're going to pretend again this time that we already have an address in mind. This time we're evaluating 120 East Main Street in Carborough, which is a tiny little town just next to Chapel Hill, and where I actually started a .com way back in the late 90s, which dates me a bit. Right now, 120 East Main Street is home to a restaurant, but we're going to see how it would do as a potential legal medical marijuana dispensary. So let's pull up the clock. Again, we're going to make sure we grab infographics about the demographics, so we'll want to start with a 10 and 25-minute drive time travel shed. We'll get those set and grab our PDFs. Now, obviously here we only have 60 seconds, so I'm only grabbing a few of the reports, but if I had more time, I would be grabbing everything. And all of these infographics and all of these reports are super mega handy. So it makes your job so easy. There are no other dispensaries open in North Carolina right now, but it's not a bad idea to get a sense of where the closest schools and churches are. So we're going to grab some files listing those out with just a mile radius for each search. And again, it's really just a matter of just clicking. It's a few clicks. You click, you download. And there is our minute. Again, we are able to grab a ton of mega helpful and relevant data in just a minute with the Dispensary Defender. And I didn't open up the CSV files last time, so I wanted to share that here this time. CSV files are great because you can open them up in Excel or Google Sheets and get a list of all the schools nearby arranged by distance, as well as the same with churches. If the rules for medical marijuana in your state stipulate any kind of buffers for schools and churches, then having information like this could be mission critical. Again, this is what I did in just 60 seconds. Imagine what you could do if you had Dispensary Defender all day. There's a lot of reasons why all the smart operators are signing up for Dispensary Defender. Get on board yourself right now by opening up hedgerowanalysis.com.